Hi all, welcome back. In this video we will see some default configurations and how we can change those default configurations. See, when we execute some test cases here, if you see the website page, the loaded page is loaded very small here, so it is not taken the entire width. Okay, so it was loaded very small amount. So how we can increase this width of this page or height of this page, and we will see there are some other configurations also how we can change that one. So to increase the width and height of this that web page, there are some default configurations are there, so we need to change those default configurations. So if you see, when you create this Cypress project, it will come with cypress.config.js file. Okay, we need to change those configurations here. So this is a base configuration.xml here, so we got that one. And if you go to the settings here, okay, see here, these are some of the default configurations that are present here. Okay, see the execution timeout, there is some default viewport height and viewport width is there. So the default viewport height is 660 and default viewport width is 1000. Okay, these are the default properties that Cypress will provide us. If we wanted to change it, so we can change these properties by going to cypress config .js file, and we can change it. So as we have seen, viewport height, and there it is 660 something like that. I am giving it as 1000, and viewport width, and I am giving it as 1500. Okay, if I change it, so the test runner will reload the moment that we save that file. And if you go to specs, or if you wanted to see, it will automatically load those changes. See, before it was 660 and 1000, and now it is changed to 1000 and 1500. So if you go to specs and if you run any of the test, see by default it has not taken those changes. What I'm going to do is I'm going to close this browser and navigating to Cypress this browser page, and just reopen it. Okay, and after reopening it, if you click on any of the test, if you see now the page is very big. Whatever the configurations that we have provided, with those configurations the page got loaded. Okay, like this you can change many of the default configurations. Okay, so there is something default command timeout. So when we are executing some commands, what is the default one and how we can change it. And then you can change execution timeout. The default will be 60,000. And task timeout, when you are executing any task, what will be the timeout, you can change that also. And you can change page load timeout. So this is used to when page is transitioning, like when we are visiting cy.visit or cy.reload, or there are another commands like cy.go, something like that. So when we are loading, if you wanted to get a more time, or if you wanted to give a less time, so you can change these values. and there is a request timeout. So this is used for cy.wait command, and then there is a response timeout. Okay, so when we are doing cy.request, it waits for some response, right, to get a response from a server. So while waiting for the response, if you wanted to change response time, how much time this request should wait, something like that, so you can change the response time for those scenarios. Or if you see here, whenever we execute the test, some of them will be download folders. So if you wanted to change the download folder's name, then you can give you can change the download folder's name also. That is download folder. By default it is cypress/downloads. And what we need to do is we need to provide these text in quotes. Okay, and then if you take any screenshots, then you can provide that screenshots folder also. So by default it is cypress/screenshots, and then there is a fixers folder also. So you see here there are fixers, so I'll come to that in my coming videos. So you can change that fixers folder also. If you wanted to load those fixers from some other folder, you can change that default location folder as well. Okay, and then so whenever we run the Cypress in headless mode, so it will create a videos also. Okay, so to save that videos, by default those will be saved in Cypress/videos location. Okay, so if you wanted to change that, you can change that location also. Okay, like this there are many configurations. You can change those configurations, depends on your need and the project structure. Okay, thank you.